What if the sweet, quiet boy next door was actually harboring the most terrifying monster imaginable? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are breaking down one of the greatest psychological thrillers in cinema history. Our story begins in a stuffy hotel room, where Marion Crane meets her lover, Sam Loomis, desperately wishing for a normal life together. Back at her real estate office, a wealthy, arrogant client casually flashes $40,000 in cash meant for a wedding gift. Marion is trusted by her boss to deposit this massive sum safely in the bank over the weekend. Instead, overwhelmed by desperation, Marion packs her bags and steals the cash, fleeing the city to start anew with Sam. Exhausted and paranoid from driving, Marion pulls over on the highway, only to be awakened by a suspicious police officer. Feeling the heat, she quickly stops at a local dealership to exchange her car, paying the salesman entirely in cash. As a massive rainstorm rolls in, she takes a wrong turn and decides to pull into the eerie, isolated Bates Motel. She is greeted by the gentle, stuttering owner Norman Bates, who lives in the ominous Victorian house with his overbearing mother. Over a light dinner in his parlor surrounded by stuffed birds, Norman and Marion share a deep, unsettling conversation about their personal cages. Inspired to return the stolen cash, Marion decides to take a hot shower, completely unaware of the shadow looming behind the curtain. In a flurry of absolute terror, a mysterious figure slashes Marion to death before slipping away into the rainy night. A horrified Norman discovers the bloody scene, cleans up the mess, and sinks Marion's car and the stolen money into the swamp. Soon, a relentless private investigator named Arbogast is hired to track down the stolen cash and Marion's whereabouts. Arbogast arrives at the motel, quickly catching Norman in a web of shifting stories and nervous lies. Determined to get answers, Arbogast sneaks into the Bates home, only to meet a shocking, brutal end at the top of the stairs. Concerned by the silence, Sam and Lila turn to the local sheriff, only to discover that Norman's mother has been dead for a decade. The sheriff explains that Mrs. Bates took her own life after poisoning her lover in a tragic murder-suicide. Sensing a cover-up, Sam and Lila register at the motel under false names to investigate the mysterious old lady in the window. Lila searches the main house and makes a horrifying discovery in the cellar, revealing that Norman's mother is a preserved corpse. A psychiatrist later reveals that Norman's fractured mind completely absorbed his mother's identity to cope with his guilt. In the chilling final scene, the mother's voice takes complete control of Norman's mind as he stares directly at the audience. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this detailed recap, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and let us know your thoughts in the comments.